How's it going, eh? Ernie here again. What I'd like to do for you this time, as many of you who are regular visitors to the Redneck Bar and Grill will know, every Friday I like to do an advice column for anybody who is having troubles with their lives. They can write me and I will give them extra special advice on how to deal with things. So what I've decided to do at this time is to put one of these advice columns on video. Now I've received a number of interesting questions and I have selected some of the best of them to answer for you right now. The first letter states, Dear Ernie, what qualifications do you have to dispense advice to the wisdom impaired? Signed, Curious About Qualifications in Pine Lake. Dear Curiously Unqualified, I have an honorary Bachelor of Satire degree from the University of Paraguay. In addition, I still hold the record for having the highest GPA of anyone who has ever received that degree. That makes my BS better than anyone else's. I also spend up to 9 hours every day watching reality TV, which, as we all know, is highly educational programming. Next letter. Dear Ernie, I have had a great burden weighing on my mind of late. I am facing a major life-changing decision. I am on the horns of a major bull of a dilemma. I feel like the sword of Damocles is hanging over my head. I have taken a great deal of time to examine my current situation from every angle imaginable. I have mapped out every possible outcome that I can see, yet I still don't know what to do. I am seriously beginning to believe that it would be better if someone else would just tell me what I should do. If I didn't have to think about the problem any longer, I could move on with my life and just deal with whatever consequences come my way. The only trouble with this idea is, I'm not sure who I could trust to make this decision on my behalf. As I said, this is a major life-changing decision for me. Therefore, I can't have just any fool walking in off the street and telling me what to do. I need to find someone who has spent a great deal of time helping other people solve their problems. Someone who is both well-educated and highly intelligent. Preferably, he or she should be able to think outside the box and look beyond traditional paradigms. If this person could come up with a radical answer, one that I haven't considered for myself, I feel that would be truly the best option for me at this point. Unfortunately, there is no one in my life right now who matches that description. So that leaves me with another completely different problem. I have to figure out where I can find the right person to make my life decisions for me. Signed, Facing a Conundrum in Revelstoke. Dear Humdrum Face, did you have a question? Dear Ernie, what happens if you get scared half to death twice? Signed, Worried in the Ultimate Universe. Dear Ultimate Worrier, Oh yes, you are most likely thinking that you would be scared all the way to death. However, I'm afraid that's just not the case. You would get scared half or 50% to death once. Then you get scared 50% to death again. It's 50% of the remaining 50% of your original life, or 25% of the way to death. Then if you get scared half to death again, that would be another 50% of the remaining 25%, which would be 12.5%, or 1/8. So if you extrapolate this, you will see that you can never be scared half to death all the way to death, no matter how many times it happens. it just becomes an infinitesimally small amount. Now, personally, after I was scared half to death for probably the third time, I would seriously consider making some major changes with my situation. Eventually, all that scaring would definitely take a psychological toll on a person. Well, that's about all the time I have for letters for today. Remember, if you have a question, just ask Ernie. I will research an answer for you. And you can either leave me a comment on this video, or of course you can go over to the Redneck Bar and Grill and you can leave a comment over there for us. Anywho, until next time, when you're feeling blue and you have a question, grab a beaver. Bye-bye.